And she lived in that video. I trust you. I don't care. Well, this girl was 13 years old when this happened. Her stepmom had been in her life for 3 years, but they still weren't close. She didn't listen to her stepmom. She didn't really trust her. And she lived in that video. I don't trust you. I don't care. Well, that week, her dad was overseas for a few days. So it was just her and her stepmom. And he was going to be there for 3 weeks. So every day, her stepmom would pick her up from school at 3. But she would always come out of school late, like 30 to 45 minutes late, which is kind of crazy and annoying. I've been waiting here for 45 minutes. This is the third day in a row. And the kid would just roll her eyes. Get over it. So one day, the stepmom decides she's not going to wait. She's not going to show up. She's going to let her figure it out herself. So the next day, she doesn't go to the school. She stays home and then she just waits. So at 7 p.m., she finally is like, yo, I should call my stepdaughter. But she doesn't answer. So she calls the school. Hi, yes, I'm wondering, is Kayla Johnson still there? Kayla Johnson? No, she walked home around 3:30. Oh no. Yeah, she messed up. She panics, she calls the neighbors, she calls the police. Eventually, they find her in somebody's backyard a few blocks away. What happened was she tried cutting through yards to get home. Well, one yard had a dog and it bit her in the leg. She limped away, realized her phone was dead, so she sat down and just cried. I mean, yeah, she shouldn't have went through someone's backyard, but still, this girl's 13. Her stepmom is responsible for her. The dad caught a flight that night. Are you kidding me? You let this happen. I'm at the airport right now. I am. The daughter now has a permanent scar, and the dad left the stepmom. And like I said, the girl was 13 years old. Can't just do that. Messed up. After winter break, this new girl transferred to the school. Her name was Nicole. Nicole was kind of shy. She wore the same fleece jacket every single day. And at first, during lunch every single day, she would eat in her car by herself. But after a week, one of the girls from this lunch table decided to invite her to sit with them. Hey, I saw you eating in your car during lunch. Why don't you sit with us tomorrow? All right, yeah. Thanks. So the next day comes around and she's sitting at this table. She's not talking much at all. She's just smiling politely and eating her lunch. And she sat at this table for the next few days. And every day during lunch, she would pull out this tiny folded note and she would read it to herself. Then she would smile and put it back in her lunchbox. Well, one of the girls at the table asks this. Hey, so what's with the note thing? You do it every day. And Nicole says this. Oh, well, my nanny writes me a note with my lunch and she's done that every day since I was little. Then another girl goes, isn't that like kind of embarrassing though? Like, that's super babyish. You're not in third grade anymore. Nicole's face changed. Oh, well, I mean, she does it for other siblings too. It's just something that she's always done. It's just super weird. The next day, she was gone. Back to eating in her car. No one saw her at lunch after that day. The person that originally invited her talked to her friends. She wasn't happy. You guys are horrible for that. She had a really rough home life and that nanny's like a mom to her. And I just can't believe you. And the worst part is, her friends laughed at her for sticking up for Nicole. That's messed up. This kid ran a genius business. It happened in high school. So this kid's older brother had just graduated, and he was working full-time at a pizza place across town. And every day there were always leftover pizzas. Messed up orders that nobody picked up, stuff like that. So one day the brother texts him around lunchtime and says, yo, we got an extra pepperoni and veggie. I'm gonna bring it to you, man, for lunch. And he's like, heck yeah. So his brother comes and gives him these pizzas at lunchtime, and by the next period, he had sold 6 slices for $3 a piece. And this made him feel good. They loved the pizza. And he made some money. Now this is not an everyday thing. It was only when there was extras, but that's what made it special. You never knew when it was gonna happen. Some days it would hit during 4th period. Some days there wasn't pizza at all. One time he sold 2 large sausage pizzas to the entire chess team. Another time he walked into drama rehearsal with a Hawaiian pizza and left with $19. It was this really cool little system that this kid and his brother had. And by spring, he's basically making like minimum wage for the amount of work he's putting in. And he never spent a dime on anything, so everything he made was pure profit. The awesome part is he ran this business with no ingredients, no oven, no store, just leftovers, a cool brother, and a little hustle. You gotta respect that. It started with a long yellow slip and slide going down the hill of the park. This kid had it set up with a hose and a couple buckets of soapy water. And at the bottom he had lined up these kiddie pools to help break the fall so he wouldn't get like that grass burn. At first it was just him and his few friends in this one slip and slide. But when other kids started to gather around wanting to take their turn, he said, okay, everyone chill. $5 gets you 5 runs down the slide. And people paid. By the next week he had 3 slip and slides side by side. One with a sprinkler arch, one with cool inflatable bumpers, and one had a tunnel attachment that would spray water down as you went through. Each one was fancier than the last. It was basically a water park in the middle of a neighborhood park. Kids were bringing towels, parents were even coming with lawn chairs to get a tan while their kids slip and slide down the hill. One kid really wanted to slide down but he didn't have any cash. You take Venmo? Sorry, dude, cash only. Oh man, okay. You know what? It's real hot today, so just come on, have fun. That sounds absolutely awesome. You gotta respect the hustle. This kid had terrible handwriting. Like teachers would sigh whenever they saw his papers. Oh, good lord. So when this kid's class had to turn in a handwritten essay, he decided he was gonna actually try. I'm gonna actually try. So the night before it was due, he sat down. He had his pencil there and he was ready to get to work. He took his time. If a word was sloppy, he erased it. Then he did it again. Slowed the letters down. He was doing a really good job. The next day he turned it in proud. It wasn't perfect, but it was way better than how he usually writes. Well, get this. The teacher looks at it and goes, whose handwriting is this? Mine. You proud of me? No, your handwriting has never looked like this. Somebody wrote this for you. I promise you, I wrote. No, you didn't. This is cheating. Cheating. No, it's handwriting. I worked hard to make my handwriting better. So now you're getting smart with me. All right, I'm writing you up. She drags him in the hallway. She's lecturing him about academic honesty. He tries to say, listen, I practice. You told me to practice. She doesn't believe him. She calls home. The mom shows up. She knows how hard her son worked on this. She's furious. Okay, so my son is in trouble because he tried. He worked on his handwriting and now he's getting written up. Are you out of your mind? It doesn't make sense. The handwriting progress was too fast. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. They bring the principal and they make this kid write a paragraph in front of them to prove that he actually did write this essay. He sits down, he writes it. It took him a long time, but he did it. It was the same improved handwriting. The principal looks at the teacher. You owe him an apology. Teacher, red-faced, mumbling. I'm sorry for accusing you. Sure. They left. He gets an A in the paper and she never confronts him about anything ever again. After that year, she retired. One day, this kid bought a bunch of clear iPhone cases for cheap, and he had this friend who was good with graphic design. So what he would do is he would have his friend make this cool design of whatever he wanted. His friend would then print it and cut it down so it would fit perfectly inside